Alright everyone, welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video with Fat Phil. Again, I want to thank my subscribers so much. We have blown past our mark of 350 subscribers by the end of October. We still have about half of the month to go, so let's see if we can get another 50 subscribers by the end of this month and hit 400 to round out October. Thank you guys again. Again, guys, please, as always, like this video, leave a comment, and if you'd really like to, you can join the Discord server. I am putting my video uploads in there every day. Also, starting to have a little bit of conversation in there as we progress this, channel that I am creating here. So really appreciate it, guys. Now, let's get in here and let's talk about characters who want health, right? These are characters that we want to be modding for max health, whether it's because of how we are utilizing them in the game or specific parts of their kit. So let's get into it. General Kenobi. General Kenobi wants health because we're going to be running him under Galactic Republic, and Galactic Republic utilizes protection up. And characters with bonus protection and protection up benefit from max health, right? So Kenobi here, you see I've got health sets all over and just tons of health. Mine is Relic 8, 120,000 health. This is not an absurd amount of health. I could get a lot more on him. I don't have great health percentages on my diamond or square, but suits me really well. I'm going to put a note in here right now just while we're on him. Things like damage over time and expose will chew through characters modded this way because your max health is that much higher. However, when we're playing this game, you can't mod your characters for every specific scenario. You have to mod them for however you're going to use them. And most of the time, health is going to be the way to go for General Kenobi, because then it's so much harder to get through all that bonus protection up he's getting inside of whether it's a Padme team, Jedi Master Kenobi team. It is just so much more difficult to beat him. All right, Royal Guard is next. This is one that I think some people miss up, right? Now, mine are trash mods. Please ignore them. These are trash mods. However, inside of his kit, it says at the start of the encounter, if the allied leader is Empire, Royal Guard gains max health equal to 5% of the allied leader's max health, then doubles his health until the end of the encounter. Now, if you guys remember under Lord Vader, he takes every character's health and protection pool and combines them into one. Royal Guard, his unique takes effect first. That means that when he doubles his health under Lord Vader, when he doubles his health, it's only based on his health number here, and then his protection number is rolled into his health on top of that. So with him, you want to be modding for as much max health as possible and then rolling in his protection at the end. So health mods, as many as you can get. Please don't look at mine. I don't have Lord Vader yet, so Royal Guard just kind of serves as a tank here and there for my purposes. So mod yours for as much health as you can if you're using him under Lord Vader. All right, Padme is next. I kind of mentioned her already, but Padme is, again, Galactic Republic, protection up, right? Not only here, she gives it on her basic, and when it's in here. So whenever a light side ally loses protection up, they recover health. And then down here, an enemy attacks out of turn, Galactic Republic allies gain 10% protection up. And this is increased to 40 if Padme's in the lead. So like me right now, a lot of us are kind of throwing Padme inside of our Jedi Master Kenobi teams. So when attacking out of turn, you're getting 10% protection up whenever an enemy attacks out of turn. Just makes them a little bit more difficult to take out. So mod her for as much health as possible. It's really the only stat she's truly caring about. All right, Vandor Chewbacca. So this is a little bit more of an obscure, I don't want to call him an obscure character because he's obviously meta inside of the Dash Rendar team, but a lot of us don't have him. But if you do, you want to mod him for max health because it comes down here and it says, so if any ally took damage from an attack and Chewbacca did not, he recovers protection equal to 10% of his max health. Other scoundrel allies recover half. Whenever Chewbacca recovers max protection this way, he becomes prepared. So, in a Dash Rendar team, it's about keeping Chewbacca prepared so you can revive your allies. And so you want to mod him based on max health because that's how he's gaining that protection so he can gain prepared again. And then here, it also says even more. So he has 40% less max protection, but 80% more max health. So again, you're going to be losing your protection anyway, so you might as well just mod him for health. Similar thing here with IG-11. So it says at the start of battle, right? And this is even like without his Zeta, right? So at the start of battle, IG-11 gains max protection equal to 20% of his health. If Queel is an ally, he gains 40% instead. So this is just one of those scenarios where, again, we want to be modding for health because we're gaining bonuses related to our health. So if we want to max out IG-11's protection, give him a crazy amount of health. All right. Regularly scheduled content that WAMPA is king. I'm actually going to say that you can mod your WAMPA for health. It's the way that I went. I have, I think, 3 health mods on him and then a speed one up here. I have seen really high tenacity WAMPAs, and that's really, if you have the Omicron, you mod him that way because of trying to avoid a stun inside of a, like against Starkiller or an Iden. But in Territory War or Grand Arenas, he's gaining 100% tenacity, right? And then he gains 75% max health, defense, protection. So modding him for max health because on his Icebreaker, again, he's gaining protection up 150% based on his max health. Now, this is just one way to mod WAMPA, but again, we have to throw him in here because WAMPA is king. All right, for the second set of characters, we've got General Grievous. So General Grievous is all because of his, trying to think where it says it in here. I think it's in his basic here. So his basic starts off that, Grievous's attacks deal damage based on his max health instead of his physical damage. So ignore offense. You can almost ignore crit damage and just go for health, right? All we want is health on General Grievous, right? I don't even have great speed mods on mine somewhere. Like this one has 4 speed. It's got flat health. I would love to get better mods. I just have not got around to it. But for him, we just want to take advantage of his max health because all of his attacks deal damage based on his max health, right? All of them do. So we just want to ramp his max health. Mace Windu. This is one that I will say is a little bit more interesting. I go iffy here because he can deal offense, but I think generally if you mod him for health, you can take advantage of the way that this attack is going to deal bonus damage equal to 5% of his health. And then, I believe, is it his sense weakness? Or Vapad here. He gains 30% max health. So just kind of, again, trying to take advantage of kits. And this is just a general piece of advice, but obviously in this video we're looking at max health, that if you want to figure out a way to mod a character, look in their kit to see if there's something that they're gaining through, X stat, right? And for Mace, he's gaining max health, so if we boost his max health, he's going to benefit that much more from the stat. Old Daka. So this is one, I actually just got her to Gear 12, going to be taking her to Relics to help counter the Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, so I can counter Lord Vader teams. But in her serve again, whenever another ally is defeated, she gains turn meter, and then it comes down here and it says, and Old Daka gains 10% max health stacking until the end of the encounter. Now here's where this, if you guys aren't familiar with this saying, right, 10% stacking until the end of the encounter. What this means right now is my Daka has 44,000 health. The first time Zombie dies, Daka is going to gain 4,400 health, right? So now she's at 48, almost 49,000 health, right? Say 49,000 health. So the next time that Zombie dies, she's going to gain 4,900 health, and now her health pool jumps up to, say, 54,000, right? 54, 53,000, whatever change is going to happen, right? Then the next time she gains, right? So that health pool just keeps getting higher and higher and higher every single time Zombie dies, which happens a lot. So by boosting her max health, you're gaining more, you're stacking it up. It just gets really, really difficult to kill Old Daka. Barris Offee is the next one, and this really just comes down to her unique here. I threw her on here because I think her unique is getting some revival in, Starkiller teams or in Jedi Master Luke teams. We're seeing it a lot where with her, whenever an ally is critically hit, that ally recovers 20% max health. So we just want to mod her for health in that case, right? The higher her health pool is, the more difficult it is to take her out. Mine's only gear 11, and she's got 40,000 health with health mods on. So that's just going to only get higher and higher when you take her into relics. Then we have Wat Tambor. So he's a character that I think people don't realize how to fully utilize Wat in their teams at times. Now, Wat is so plug and play, but I really thought this was worth noting, particularly for Geonosis territory battles, and with the new territory battle coming in, using Wat with Separatists is going to be so important. And this is because in his Overseer unique ability here, at the start of battle, other Separatists and Darkside droid allies gain max protection equal to 30% of Wat's max health. So the higher his health pool is, that's getting turned into protection for Separatist droid allies, which means my Wat has 110,000 health. So the start of battle, all of my droids are gaining 33,000 protection points on top of what they already have. So in this case, you're using Wat as a facilitator to get your team even more survivability. And with his, mass manufacture here, with the shield generator and the med pack where they're gaining, protection back, again, just adding additional survivability into your team. And so by modding him properly, you're going to be able to get more waves in like territory battles, but also if you use him in a GAC territory war with droids, you're adding additional survivability. And that's the list, folks. Those are just 10 characters, obviously, including our king, as we do in every video, that we want to mod for max health. There are plenty more, but I wanted to pick characters that I see people using often, or ones that I think people mod improperly, like a Barris or Vandor Chewbacca, where we're just not fully utilizing their kit. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments. Would love to hear from you. If you're still watching right now, you know what to put in the comments. WAMPA is king, and I will see you in the next video, guys. Cheers.